Hey guys, Mark DeRosa here. Welcome to the show.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy, el Richard se... Mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me vende, hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y a la estatal, cambiaste las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sí que no va a cambiar, lo que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me tiran sabes que voy a pichar. Los palos son legales, las cortas están digitales. Los roles, los out de mal, la caja nunca para eso no. Y las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. No me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. Que manden, bajen PR, a la fama no se me aferren. No soy de la calle pero me pegué y no hay que los desentierre. Mi nieta ya tiene Mercedes, aunque mi hija solo 6 años ya tiene. Lo único seguro aquí es la muerte, pero para estar claro les deje 50 en bienes. ¿Quién te dijo que tú eres más que yo? Tú estás frustrado, recuerda salieron de mí, pues si no le han informado. He visto que se han virado, pensaron que al negro la habían frenado. 300 canciones dejé en la compu pa' que en el 3000 yo soy el más pegado. Yo voy muy zafado, y ustedes lo saben. Pa' la soy el negro del jarabe, una italiana, un árabe. Me voy que tengo show mañana, ya la plata no cabe. Los baby le llegan, el negrito claro. Ustedes saben ya, hay music, hay flow, hay music, hay flow. Cabi, dímelo Rebol, ustedes saben ya, ustedes saben ya.
Valadares. Conforti. Manzanillo.
us, Manzanillo.
I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow.
Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me.
God. The God parted is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus dead, you're on the card dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God figure. Tell me as a Bob that the God don't need a job. And if I did, the oligarchs be missing the when I'm gone. This is Bonaparte and he paired with Tucson. And they went on a world conquest, tear you from me apart. Michael remained dead, but still virtuous. Wait to make a petty, you found out the church services. Not a holy man, but a moral in my perversity. So I support workers unionizing their services.
You say that you don't love me, ay. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Born from the ether, I just appeared out of cloud. Scream invade the world. Rick was coming out while you Wrigley. I watch my mouth shot, he don't pronounce my name correct. Rules are gotta be rules, any exceptions, and I'm not a leader. Thinking the box and I get him, I fix the shot as if I eat a donut hole. They'll get to the crib and quickly. I watch my mouth when I'm finished watching y'all suck clock. Don't doubt you put an ounce of that evil on me, I'm flipping Ricky. I give an inch to you simps, I'll never forgive me. Not saying it's a conspiracy, but you're all against me. You see a future with runner tools, ain't the ever cancel my trip, turn the time machine back around a sense.
You say that you don't love me, ay. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Every child, woman and man, opinion don't matter, stick to your plan. If they judge, still don't budge. Don't give an inch, don't give a nudge. Life a
Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase. Money in case, clean up base. Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase. Money in case, clean up base.
Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Doing live, good at the show. Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Doing live, good at the show. Pick up the pace, step on the deck. Mama the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone, kick on the throne, I'm about to flex. Home run, I'm throwing, and by their opponent, show me who next. Play in the field, look alive, slide, die, line, dry like Dion on prime time. I'm 0'd in, while bun down when I settle in, I break ground. Feel the bass when you not around. Golden glove with a triple crown, I raise the ring cause I hold it down.
I'm out to chase, money in case, clean up base. Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase. Money in case, clean up base.
Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Doing live, good at the show. Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Doing live, good at the show. Pick up the pace. Two seam ain't enough. Four tie team is us. Man on first, on second, on third. I'ma have to clean it up. I done went yard, they ball gone. The alien beamed it up. That contract, they want me back. I'ma have to green it up like Fenway Wall. Really feel fine. Worried about y'all, it's just my time. I got my swing right, that's a green light. That's just my sign. This what a ring like. If you missed out, better press rewind. I'm just a hot like real. To do what I do takes skill.
Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase. Money in case, clean up base. Pick up the pace, I'm out to chase. Money in case, clean up base.
Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Going live, good at the show. Got a convoy if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a convoy if you got it. Going live, good at the show. Pick up the pace.
That's you with that big Benz, huh? That's you that can't keep old, cause you keep yelling the friends, huh? You gotta go to court, huh? You got service subpoena for child support, huh? That was that nerve, huh? You ain't even get a chance to say a word, huh? I know I ain't tripping, don't your brother got them birds, huh? You ready to bust you somebody, huh? You ain't scared, huh? You know how to play it, huh? I know you ain't gonna let somebody come and punk you, huh? Stand in front you, huh? Straight up run you, huh? You know who got that fire, huh? You know how to use a triple beam, huh? It ain't hard as it seems, huh? You keep your body clean, huh? You got a lot of your jeans, huh? Some of your partners, huh? You don't really want to mess with them clowns, huh? You come up with them clowns, huh? You stuck with them clowns, huh? You a big chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, and it's something you a big chaser. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. You make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, and it's suffering. You can't do nothing but love fresh, huh? You won't know what we gonna do next, huh? You bought our tape with your check, huh? You wearing a vest, huh? You trying to protect your chest, huh? You spent 70 on your bins, huh? And ain't sure that's for your friends, huh? You won't stop these heads from playing with you, huh? You won't run the block, huh? You won't be the last one with rocks, huh? You keep it, huh? You count the money at the end of the night, huh? You on a 3-day flight, huh? You full of that line. You ducking them people, huh? You the one face was on news last night, huh? You the one the dudes out their shoes last night, huh? You don't come in the project when it's dark, huh? You claim you're a thug and you ain't got no heart, huh? You came in the Nori on New Year's Eve, huh? You got stuck in there and you couldn't leave, huh? It was hard for you to breathe, huh? You're a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. To make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, it is something, you a paper chaser. You got your block on fire, remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. To make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, it is suffering. You got a trespass and huh? You got on the hard, huh? When you was looking at them, you don't know when to quit, huh? That's you with that shot call and click, huh? That's you with that ball and click, huh? That's you that's taking them hits, huh? Your girl don't know when to shut up her mouth, huh? You gon' one of her teeth out, huh? You done switch from Nikes to Reeboks, huh? You twinkle your goals every time you leave your house, huh? The income tax checks out, huh? You
about to flip that, You about to go so you You about to go treat your, You about to go put the on one of these, When you broke, you drove, When you paid, you got boo-boo places to go, You on top, You don't think you can be stopped, You by the shop, You riding in the Benz on 20-inch rims, You're a paper chaser, you got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. To make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, and it's something, you a paper chaser. You got your block on fire, you remain in the G. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is. To make nothing out of something, you handle your biz. And don't be crying, and it's something. Let's say you had a DJ and the people about to come, you better run for it, run. You in the Magnolia and the boys pulling, you better run for it. Let's see you got a money with dope and no body come, you better run for it. Let's say you in the yo and them people got them, you better run for it.
1998, don't that sound great? Another hookup. Express on the track.
Hey. Whoa. Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all is in the street. Y'all fake ministry. Y'all just sin and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like, never mind. They playing with all of these this is money, but never mind. That could probably never rhyme and still be $1 million up. I only spend money on her if I know she the truth is to keep it a buck. You play with me once and you dumb. The that I say when I'm dumb. You know I'm ignorant, I'm at my house party acting. Telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a brand. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Cause they couldn't see me going very far. Now I be overseas with the mob. I get paid when I pass a bar, but I got no love for the law. I can't remember when I had a job. Back when they wouldn't build, now they bob. I still got paper tags on my car. Now I got gophers fucking up my lawn. That is annoying. I'm picking my poison. You crabs in a barrel, while my lobster is boiling. I'm trying to avoid them, but they keep on coming for me. DMX, what they wanting from me. BMX, I ain't stunting for free. On my mama deceased, so you know that it's true when I speak. Matador, I ain't running from beef. Mike Tyson asked why my hunger so deep. I replied, ain't no love in the streets. Also, there wasn't no love in my home, so only get love when it's coming from me. Preach. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling their friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend. Santa Monica Boulevard, I can't tell it's amen.
Hoy la cosa se puso buena. El gozo corre por mi vena. Vamos a olvidarnos de la pena. Esta fiesta nadie la frena. Sin parar.
With the MLB draft already underway, a young prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers, I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB draft day.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started actually playing, actually being in games, we're going to be able to talk to some other folks who get a better read on him and see what they think. I'm excited for that. And frankly, I'm going to have my eye on him for a while.
A minor league pitching coach offers advice to a new member of his staff.
So next to hit is Aaron Shunk, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Shunk.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Grounded to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Next to dig in, Gus Manzanillo.
The
first pitch of the AB now.
Manzanillo.
Tried to check his swing there, but did he go around? He did, says Kenny Jansen at first. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning.
Here we go, one.
Now to the plate, here is Jamison Hanna.
The left fielder, number 20. Jamison.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. 1 there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Next, it'll be Gus Manzanillo. Flew out last time up.
Gus Manzanillo.
Now the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled on the ground to short. Reined in.
Run it out, run it out,
Throw
run it
in
out.
time, and the side is retired.
Turn 2 right here. Here we go.
So next to bat will be number 22. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And now, Jamison Hanna, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. On its tailor-made to short, 6. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play. So here is... And now here is Gus Manzanillo, rounded out in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Slider finds the zone for a strike.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
The count now at 2-2. This one sinks low on the touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up.
Dig.
Throwing time at first for route number 2. And stepping in, Jamison Hanna. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hit down the line at first. He's got it. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in will be Gus Manzanillo. He bounced out last time up. And that misses inside 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
That counts 1-1.
Come on, baby.
And that misses 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So with that, we're not done with the bottom. stepping up is Aaron Shunk. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1-1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Bare hand for one. Relay to first in time. And now in the box, Gus Manzanillo. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win.
Night.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.
Muffins come for free when you get it free. You will lose it free.
So now here is Gus Manzanillo.
The first baseman, Gus Manzanillo.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now.
Oh, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much. So the next into the box, Gus Manzanillo grounded out in his last at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone. Digging in next, Jose Gomez struck out in his first at-bat. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hit back up the middle. Reined in to second for one. On to first as they get the double play. Bottom of the inning now. New inning set to get underway. Here comes the first baseman, Gus Manzanillo.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Longy is there, and he'll bring this one in. Striding in is... Next up, Gus Manzanillo. First pitch on the way. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. Now at the plate, here is Drew Romo. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that time run from first. Hit on the ground out to short, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Big at-bat now, and here is Gus Manzanillo. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. And the indication from the dugout.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Number 65 claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com. Now to the plate, Gus Manzanillo. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Manzanillo. In there, and it's 0-1. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
Hey, they're gonna rip me, kid. Let's go.
Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So stepping in is Gus Manzanillo, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Racing back the left fielder. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
So they batted around, and again, here is Gus Manzanillo as he'll bat for the second time in the inning.
Two down. Let it fly right here.
Ready to deliver, here comes the first pitch. So this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to... All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Gus Manzanillo. Hard ground ball to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping in next. So now to the plate, Gus Manzanillo. He bounced out last time up. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit hard down the line. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game.
And if you're looking for when this game was decided, that's pretty easy. It was the big 4th inning. That was the big turning point, and they made it stand up the rest of the way.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. Ready now is Jack Macias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The final in this game. The Richmond Flying Squirrels led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered.
Prospect receives a check-in from his agent, who wants to make sure his client's career is being launched in a way that suits the young man's goals and ambitions.
Jackson, this is the Redondo tape. Shout out to Nick Lee. 6 months in Redondo, beach right by the condo. Oh my gosh, oh my God, I'ma need my sushi pronto. Shooting star like a Cosmo, make you move like a mambo. Spank a hater like a bongo. Baby sleep on mono, girl sweet like a mango. Gets a taste to the tango, strum like a banjo. Then hit the sign and I sign. Flow hot like a condo, ain't no place that I can't go. On a mission like Rambo, self-portrait like Van Gogh. My whole team really on day.
We hear all the time from people around the game that Double-A is where you start to see the breaking balls that are really set apart from what you...
A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. A manager exhorts his team regarding a deficient area of production.
Well, for a minute, it really looked like they were going to play with using this kid on the mound and in the field, but it seems they've quickly abandoned that.
Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets.
He's off to a hot start in his pro career, absolutely lighting it up at the plate. Case, is this an early indication that he's going to be a star?
Well, I think the biggest thing...
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the
One of the most underappreciated skills a young player can develop is plate discipline and the ability to work good counts to your advantage.
A fast-developing young player has gotten the attention of prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations as well as their own. An agent needs to check in from time to time to make sure his client is happy with his situation. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his, but the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities. An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Another look at one of my favorite prospects to talk about. He's doing really well with the bat in his hands early on in his professional career. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline is with me today. Jim, what do you make of his work so far?
He's been really impressive to me. And look, we knew this guy had talent. I mean, obviously.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Now into the box, Gus Manzanillo.
The first baseman, Gus Manzanillo.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Inside, ball one.
A ball and no strikes.
Hey, come on, big dog. He's in.
Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Thompson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next up is Gus Manzanillo. First pitch on the way.
Manzanillo.
Bang down that right field line. That's a fair ball.
All right, round it here, round it.
He's around first, heading for two. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone. So now into the box is... Now to bat, Gus Manzanillo. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone.
Boy, late on the curveball here, yet he's still able to drive this one deep down the right field line. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Up next, Will Benson. Thompson earns the victory on the mound. So that would just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Blizak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. check out theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious...
A player is called to question by his manager on his base running of late. Having had a little perverse fun with the young speedster, the manager strikes a jovial tone. He checks that the player understands what a green light means. Even the best bag snatchers need to know when to exercise restraint. Satisfied that the player can be trusted with the responsibility, the manager grants him a standing green light to bolt.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Your attention please. Your attention please. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right here.
All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go. Let's go now.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
What's up? This is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
Hello and welcome to MLB The Show. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Hello, America. I'm Matt Vasgersian, and welcome to the show.
No sé cuál me voy, el perro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Es que mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Mere, me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y a la estatal, cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no va a cambiar, los que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me tiran, sabes que voy a pichar. Los palos son legales, las cortas están digitales. Los roles, los automás, la caja nunca para son y las baby le llegan. Los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Mere, no me venga a afrontar, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. Que manden, bajen PR, a la fama no se me aferren. No soy de la calle, pero me pegué y no hay quien lo desentierre. Mi nieto ya tiene Mercedes, aunque mi hija solo 6 años ya tiene. Lo único seguro aquí es la muerte, pero para estar claro les deje 50 en bienes. ¿Quién te dijo que tú eres más que yo? Tú estás frustrado, recuerda salieron de mí, pues no me han informado. He visto que se han virado.
Carlos, we often hear about the importance of day-to-day consistency, that players need to focus on maintaining their process and let results come as an offshoot of that.
Yes, that is so important. Stay process-oriented. So as a matter of fact, all you want to do is have a good at-bat every single time you go out there. I used to do that. I used to keep track of the quality of the at-bat.
Ustedes saben ya.
Now at the plate is Gus Manzanillo. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Manzanillo.
Line drive to center field. Matheny finds some space out there for the catch. At the plate now is Gus. Manzanillo. First offering on its way. Hey! One out. Nobody on. windup and the 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, man, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Next to stand in is Gus Manzanillo, grounded out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter.
The batter will be Spencer Torkelson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Runners going. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Hey, like you can right there.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Right to him. Throw to first in time, and Ryan Lavarnway gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting.
We are getting closer day by day to the trade deadline, and that means that top prospects could be on the move. I'm joined today by Carlos Pena. And Carlos, when you were on your way up the ladder to the majors, did you ever notice the chatter around the trade deadline?
Oh, absolutely. It's almost impossible to ignore it. And the thing is this, you can't control it, so why even worry about it? But it's easier said than done. I mean, you have to really focus in your game, staying within your approach, and not let all that noise distract you. At the end of the day, you're really playing for the entire major leagues, and you have to understand that no one is untouchable. I was the #1 prospect for Texas when I got traded to Oakland. I was the #1 prospect.
He recently got the call to AAA, and he is now within shouting distance of the major leagues. But for now, he'll have to prove that he can compete and excel at this AAA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is here with me today. How does AAA prepare a player for the majors in a way that AA doesn't?
Yeah, I think it's changed a lot in recent years. They used to always say that if you could compete at AA, you could play in the big leagues, and that might be true, but you're seeing...
Back here on MLB Central, and before the break, we talked a little bit about an exciting prospect who has made his way to the major leagues. Minor league podcaster Ben Gelman has been covering this player for a long time, and he joins us now. Ben, thanks for joining us. How did you become interested in his journey?
I'm very excited to be here, Robert. You know, when he got drafted, there were a lot of folks saying he got drafted too high, and that caught my attention. I made a mental note to keep tabs on him. And then, you know, they tried the two-way experiment with him, and even though they moved off it, he remained very interesting to me. It's been fun to watch him go from the amateur ranks to minor league baseball and now all the way to MLB.
So now that he's here at the top level, what should we expect to see from him as he tries to take on the best in the world?
You know, I think we've been a little spoiled in recent years by guys like Juan Soto and Ronald Acuna Jr. who come up and they just light the league on fire right away. I don't think it's fair to expect that of him. That's not to say that he can't do it. He's got the talent, but it's so rare that we see that. I still think, this is my belief, he's going to be a significant contributor right away.
Well, it's got to be so exciting for him as it is for every young player who gets the call for that very first time. Sean, you've been there. You know what it's like. What is your memory of being called up to the majors for the first time?
Greatest moment of my life. I mean, really, like, I remember I just hit the home run to win the AAA championship in Buffalo. And it was just, that was unbelievable in itself. And I came in the clubhouse afterwards, and Mark Shapiro at the time was the minor league director. Brian Graham was the coach. And they said, hey, congratulations, Case. That's awesome. I'm like, oh, it's so great. You know, we're popping the champagne. I'm getting ready to go home the next day. And next thing you know, they're like, you're getting called up to the big leagues tomorrow. Your season's not over. You're going to meet the team in Chicago. And I remember running out to get on a payphone because there's no cell phones. And I called my mom and dad and said, Dad, Mom, I just hit a home run to win the AAA championship, and I just got called to the big leagues in a matter of like 15 minutes, you know? And so it was one of those things where it's the dream's coming true. Like
Right.
all those hours of hitting, all the time putting in, all the weights, all the stuff that you did, that dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call or the one moment you get called up. So, you know, for me, it's mind-boggling. It's one of the greatest moments of my life.
Case, that is a great story. Thanks for sharing, and thanks for giving us a little bit of insight into what this young man is probably feeling like right now.
Pick up the pace. I'm out to chase. Money in case. Clean up base. Pick up the pace. I'm out to chase. Money in case. Clean up base.
Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Going live, good at the show. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go.
Next, here is Gus Manzanillo.
The first baseman, Gus Manzanillo.
First offering.
Nope. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0.
2 balls.
Hey, great job by the offense right here to put a number up on the board and allow this young gun to go out on the mound, relax a little bit, and establish that good fastball.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Mitchell able to track it down for. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And digging in is the big-time power threat, Gus Manzanillo. First pitch of the AB now. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Mitchell is under this one. And very quickly, one gone. Stepping in once again is Gus Manzanillo. Flew out last time up. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will run this one down as he pulls. Next to bat for the Giants, Gus Manzanillo. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Hey, like you can up there, kid, home.
The 0-2 home. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Here you go. Let it fly now.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single. Into the box, Adolis Garcia. As the first pitch to him is in there for a call. Next to hit, Gus Manzanillo. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning.
Ball 1, no strike.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Right guy, right place. Need you here.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Peralta's under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. 8-4, the final this afternoon. Arizona jumped.
Hey. Whoa. Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all is in the street. Y'all take ministry. Y'all just in and preach.
a rookie has a lot of expectations on them, and a lot of that comes from how they performed in the minors. You're Cliff Floyd, you know that. You know as well as anybody what you did in the minors. When you get to the show, it's meaningless.
Yeah, you can throw it in the trash. I'm telling you, it's just, you know what, you learn at the AAA level, but when you get to the big leagues, they're going to watch tape and exploit every weakness you have. And if you don't make the adjustment, nobody's going to feel sorry for you. I'll tell you that first and foremost. I have 4 homers my first.
Sports psychology has really exploded as an industry over the last couple decades, but for baseball, the mental side of the game has been discussed.
September 9th is a special day across Major League Baseball when we celebrate the life and career of the great Roberto Clemente. Al Leiter is here, and Al, you're a winner of the Clemente Award for your work both on and off the field. What did winning that award mean to you?
It's the best baseball award I ever got. As an individual, I was lucky enough to have been on some world championship teams, but I wasn't good enough to win a Cy Young. And I just think it represents what Roberto Clemente was and who he was as a person. And we're more than just baseball players. I always felt that way, especially as a starting pitcher. I know I had some latitude to be able to do some community service things for the club and in the community and, just to help out. And I always thought that when you have a chance to help others anytime, when it wasn't a distraction with the guys that are playing or when your game days are, it's something that I'll never forget, and I think well deserving. I'm glad baseball is doing this with respect to honoring Roberto Clemente.
That's well said, Al. Thanks.
Cliff, what adjustments should a young hitter be making now that he's facing major league level pitching?
Case, if I can, I want to follow up on one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's on a good run. What are you seeing lately?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I'm seeing is confidence. This guy has developed the correct way, and he's up there, and he's playing at a high level. He's got big-time confidence, mental toughness, too. You don't get to that level without being mentally tough. This kid's showing absolute mental toughness that he can play at this level and really succeed. I think that's the biggest thing I see from him right now.
Mental toughness makes you a career 302 hitter. Case. Now the biggest separator for him is being a flash in the pan or being a long-term player in this league, and how he's going to handle the adjustment the leagues make to him the second and the third time they see him, right?
Well, that's the great thing about this game of baseball. It's the greatest game in the world. It's the big game of chess, right? Because you're going to have success, and then they're going to watch video. They're going to figure out how to go at you the next time differently. And guess what? So it's a game of adjustments. They make an adjustment to you. You make an adjustment to them. You're always continuously making adjustments in this game, and that's what's so beautiful about the game of baseball.
The old cat and mouse game that we all love.
So in now for San Francisco.
Manzanillo.
Hey, stick your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Pitch taken
Down.
several inches below the zone, in fact. Hit sharply on the ground. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Runner at first following the error. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Adolis Garcia.
Let it fly. Let's fly right here.
First things first, here's a
No,
throw
he's in
over.
there.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Ball four. Take the base.
Next, it'll be Gus Manzanillo.
Yeah. Manzanillo.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball one.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch.
Hey!
And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And he
Count
missed
it,
with this
3-2.
one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh?
Adolis Garcia would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Next to hit is Gus Manzanillo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Manzanillo.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Catch made out there by Pollock, and there are 2 away now. Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Gus Manzanillo.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
Turner gloves it. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, and it certainly won't be his last.
3-0 the final score in this one today.
Gonna be happy. Keep working today. That smile will come one day. Don't worry. You're gonna be happy. Keep fighting today. That smile will come one day. Nothing's come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know. Work hard is the better way. Nothing's come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know. Work hard is the better way. Let's jump up, come from fight, and go through the darkness. You will find your light.
Jenny Finch, you weren't just a star on the softball diamond, but you are also the wife of a former major leaguer. What is it like to be part of the family of a major league rookie?
You're out there with them. You know, it takes a village. It truly does. And you're riding.
He's been on a great run lately. There is no doubt about it. And he has created a lot of buzz as a possible rising star, both with the glove and the bat. Our former World Series MVP, Mike Lowell, joins us now. Mike, what are you seeing from him?
Jonathan Mayo, what is it about young players excelling that just captures the imagination?
I think because for most of us...
Most rookies at the major league level do struggle a bit at some point, and he's in a bit of a skid right now. Al Leiter is with me today. Al, when you had struggles early on in your career, how did you right the ship?
Well, you said most rookies, most players. Every player that I've been around, and including my career that luckily lasted 19 seasons, you're always dealing with that. And I think the biggest or the hard...
All right, I admit it. All right, he's going to make it here. I mean, you know, listen, he's not Harmon Killebrew, but he's going to make it. I'll give you that. I was wrong. I thought we were basically wasting our time. I agree. He's going to have a stint. He's going to have a career. He's going to help us win some games. I'll give you that. Let's take it easy a little bit. We've always overhyped him, but I probably downsized it too much myself. So, admit that. We have a baseball player. Thank goodness.
Jenny, you were not just a legend on the softball diamond. You're a wife of a former major leaguer. I'm so curious, what's it like for a wife of a rookie in this show when you can't be with him every day? Is it just new phone calls, new amazing experiences every day?
You know, I loved, obviously, you follow them, you know, with technology now. You're with...
This is early in his career, and he's lighting it up. He's causing waves around the game. We're thrilled to be joined by Hall of Fame outfielder Ken Griffey Jr. Ken, you see him what we're seeing? Is he a star already, or are we getting ahead of ourselves? What do you think?
No. I mean, you know, he's having a great year so far. You know, we hope that he can continue. That's the whole thing is we want you to continue. We want you. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And
Ken, we've seen how the fans are taking to this young star. What about the veteran players around him? I'm so curious. How do they react to a rising star in their midst? What's the vibe around him in the cage during batting practice?
Well, the vibe is that everybody wants to see this young man hit. I think that's the thing. Like, you know, you see the veterans.
Carlos, this is no longer a small sample size. We're getting deeper into the baseball season, and he's continuing to put on a show. Even whispers of Rookie of the Year. You lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like right now?
Oh, it's extremely exciting when you hear those rumors and you're getting considered as a Rookie of the Year candidate. That means you've been having a great season. So after you take in all that and you realize that you are highly regarded, enjoy it, of course, but make sure you stay with the basics. Make sure you stay within yourself and within your approach. You'll be better served and you'll be able to finish strong that way.
Enjoy it, but stay humble.
Look, there are stars, and then there are superstars. And I'm talking with a man that falls in that latter category. Ken Griffey Jr. joins us now. Ken, what do you think? It really does seem like this young man is headed for superstardom.
Oh, he is. I mean, the first time I saw him, you could tell that he was different than everybody else, you know. Just watching him hit around the cage, the way he moves his body, it's pretty nice. And the thing is when you are a young star and in the city and you've got so much excitement, guys want to come see you, and guys want to watch you play. We're all fans in the big leagues, and you know the city is shining. The baseball is back. Baseball is bigger than ever, and this guy is the guy that's going to lead us in the right direction.
Hey, you don't get him right all the time. All right, we found Lou Gehrig. What can I tell you? Look at that. The guy's I give a play. Much better than I thought. I saw him flailing away at curveballs in the minor leagues. I thought no chance. We were wasting our time. I admit it. Wrong. Thank God I'm wrong. All right, I'd rather have it this way than the other way, right? Thinking I had Lou Gehrig and he's terrible. I didn't think I had Lou Gehrig. Now I have him. So I'll take it. Yeah, he's going to be a big player. Thank goodness. Cooperstown. Hey, you know what?
Jenny, our viewers have noticed over time that your dog Bella seems to have a favorite place to sleep. She's moved off it right now. Is she okay? Can you call her over?
Mike, we know it. Failure's a part of this great game. How do major leaguers deal with adversity when the times get tough?
Well, that's a great question. I think they go through it in a variety of different ways. I think some guys, for me personally, I went into the video room. I tried to really understand and see how I was feeling. Is there something I saw mechanically doing wrong? And then I had to put the...
Carlos, you once recommended to me that I stay away from negative terms like slumps, so I'm going to try to use... Well, you can bet he'd like to make a little more contact going forward. It's been a lot of strikeouts recently for him. He needs to rediscover his stroke at the plate. Sean Casey joins me today. Case, how does a guy bounce back when he's fanning at this rate?
Well, you know, when I'm watching this guy swing, he looks a little lost. And I think the biggest thing about when you're striking out a lot, it's more of a mental thing, right? And so what happens is anxiety comes in because you're striking out and you're like, okay, I'm going to try harder. And when you try harder in baseball, you go backwards. And what happens is when you try harder and you get that anxiety, it turns your vision off. It's crazy. It turns your vision off. When you get relaxed and slow down, it turns your vision on, right? You want to be able to see the ball late. And what happens when you're striking out, like this guy's doing a lot right now, is that you're making decisions earlier. The ball's at 54 feet and you're swinging, right? The ball's, you haven't really seen the ball in those last 4 or 5 feet. That's where great hitters work. So when you're striking out a lot, that's what happens. You lose the ball too early and make decisions too early. So for me, as a hitter, I would tell this guy, hey, listen, let's take some deep breath. Let's slow down. Tonight, let's take a couple first pitch pitches and so that we can really see the ball. And I always said, when you're striking out, that means you're going to get the ball. Tonight, let's get jammed. Let's let the ball jam us so that we know we're seeing it late.
One of my favorite young prospects has just been moved to a new franchise, a new organization in a trade. Carlos Pena, you dealt with this in your career. What was it like for you the first couple times that you got traded?
Oh, yes. I got traded twice in my early career when I was a prospect, and even when I broke into the major leagues early on. It is difficult. I mean, you're in school. That's the type of feel. You're trying to make sure you get to know these players, this new environment, the coaches, and they expect things out of you because they understand that they traded for you. So there's extra pressure as well. You want to impress immediately. So very easy to let things spiral out of control as far as putting pressure on yourself. Instead, the key is to go play your game. Go be a professional. It's still between the lines. The game will be the same. You just will be wearing a different uniform, but you get used to that.
No existe quien me va a parar. Se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y al estatal. Cambiaste las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no va a cambiar. Los que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me tiran sabes que voy a pichar. Los palos son legales. Las cortas están digitales. Los roles, los out de mal. La caja nunca para eso no. Y la baby le llega.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Gus Manzanillo.
The first baseman, Gus Manzanillo.
Now the first pitch.
Hey! Hey, I've ripped that up there, huh?
Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Here now is Rafael Devers as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. There he goes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Ball's there and he is out. Good throw. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Gus Manzanillo. He singled in his first AB.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
And a ball 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Fastball well outside.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there. Next up for the Red Sox, Gus Manzanillo.
Manzanillo.
Let's go. Put a charge into one right here. Let's go.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Line drive to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Now it'll be Gus Manzanillo.
Number 7, Gus Manzanillo.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
And he falls behind 0-2. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Hit hard to short, and that's through for a hit. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first. And
well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Now at the plate, Gus Manzanillo. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Right side, but it's well foul. Down and away, ball 1.
Strike.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
2-1.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the... So here's the cleanup hitter, Gus Manzanillo. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it with this guy's big power.
Meanwhile, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And a relay home, and he will be tagged out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Gus Manzanillo. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stanton's under it, and he makes. So next to hit is Gus Manzanillo. Flew out last time up.
Manzanillo.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
Looked like the sinker there. Dipped a little below the knees.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
A bouncer to the left side. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single. A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The New York Yankees.
Take a taste. I'm about to chase money in case. Clean up base. Pick up the pace. I'm about to chase money in case. Clean up base.
Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Going live, good it is show. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Going live, good it is show. Pick it up.
That's you with that big Benz, That's you that can't keep old, cause you keep yelling the friends, You gotta go to court, You got service subpoena for child support,
Now to the plate, here is Gus Manzanillo, hitting .500 in the series so far, 4 for 8. First offering on its way. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Snyder is there, and he has it for the first out. Striding in for Boston, Gus Manzanillo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman, Gus Manzanillo.
Come on, guys.
Now the first pitch. Bouncer up the middle. A dive by Baez. He's up with it. The throw. It's late. He's safe. Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard. 1 and 2.
One ball.
Manzanillo gets his lead at first, nobody out, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
And another throw over,
No, he's safe.
and the runner back safely.
Let's roll it, huh?
The 1-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
The designated hitter, Jamer.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
The designated hitter, Jamer.
There goes the runner. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. 2 down. Now he'll throw back to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, get ahead of it right now.
Next, it'll be Gus Manzanillo.
The first baseman, Gus Manzanillo.
Hey, one time, right now. Here we go.
Here's the first pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Better way to square up on that ball. Great job.
Next to dig in, Rafael Devers. A hit in 2 tries so far.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. The next batter is Jamer Candelario. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 0-1 offering. And he lays off for ball 1.
Like you can. Here we go now, huh? Hey, wait for yours here.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
All right, come on now.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. From the stretch, the 1-2. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So next to bat will be Gus Manzanillo, singled in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Judge is going back. Around first, he's digging for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1. The final.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me. Y'all ain't in the streets. Y'all is in the street. Y'all take ministry. Y'all just in and preach. No deal, I like the breach. I call up my lawyer like never mind. They playing with all of these. This is money, but never mind. You know I'm ignorant, I'm at my house party acting. Telling my guests that I don't use it. Then turn around and I do it again. Act like a saint, who am I to pretend? Asking the Lord to forgive all my sins with my fingers crossed behind my back with a grin. I sin. I feel like the Bucks. I win. Again and again. Now they telling me friends. I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will battle head-to-head in a single elimination bracket. In each round, the contestants will be given 4 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. If a contestant hits 2 home runs 440 feet or further, they will earn an additional 30 seconds of bonus time. Whoever hits the most home runs will advance to the next round until one man is crowned champion. Let's get right to it. It's time for the Home Run Derby. And now, the challenger, representing the Boston Red Sox, Gus Manzanillo. Gone. That's his first home run. Another home run. And there it is, his third home run. home run. His fifth in the round. And that one gone into the second deck. That's number 4 in a row. It's out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Make it 9 home runs. That one's out of here and into the second deck. His third in a row. Just 1 minute remaining. It's done. Home run number 12. 30 seconds left. That one is out of here. His 13th home run. Number 4 in a row. Time's up. That will do it. And he finishes with an impressive 15 home runs. That's not quite enough. He's been eliminated from the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Rafael Devers. Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the American. Number 7, Young Manzanillo.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hard hit ball to short. Fielded cleanly over to Albies. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Nine to 1 is the way this one ends.
Higher and higher.
on the cusp of the postseason, and you know it, Ken, the atmosphere changes as you get closer and you get closer. What are the telltale signs of its approach?
You know, fans start coming out. They start wearing the colors. You get to see more and more people at the ballpark. It just becomes a more livelier place. And I think that's, you know, when you come to a ballpark and there's 4,000 people, and you come to the ballpark and there's 40,000 people, no matter what kind of day you had, you still want to go out there and perform. And I think when you have, like I said, 40,000 people, ooh, there's nothing like it.
Case, you always say it, playoff baseball is an animal, all its own. It's special, it's unique, and for some players, they'll never forget the sights and the sounds of the postseason. For someone experiencing it for the first time, what should they bear in mind?
Wow, I mean, it is special. I know for me, I didn't make the postseason until my 9th year in the big league, so I knew how special it was. I was holding on to absolutely every moment I could be there. And I remember Justin Verlander was a rookie in 2006, and it was my first time in the postseason, right? And I you know, I just wanted to win that first series against the Yankees. But I remember pulling Verlander aside.
Mi español muy malo. I speak English till I get up tu condado. Hit the beach, I'm 40 deep with mis hermanos. Y'all don't understand my lingo, tu pesado. Wepa, dale. Si lo tengo power of the Lord, I keep it on me. Every day is like a party, tell the drama go away. I don't do it for approval, I just do it.
So here is Gus Manzanillo.
The first baseman. Gus Manzanillo.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A
Count
ball and no
1-0.
strikes.
Hey, need you right here one time.
That's
a ball. One time, right now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Hit back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And now here is Gus Manzanillo. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. And now, Gus Manzanillo, 2 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle. And stepping in, Gus Manzanillo. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And that's the second out.
Wow. Check it. A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run this now and I'm a great boss. Run this, it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, trying to be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there.
Ken, take me there. Walking through the tunnel, your first postseason experience. What's that like?
Ooh, there's nothing like it. you know, when you come out there and there's not an empty seat in the stadium and people are cheering you on, you know, and unless you're the road team, then you got 40,000 people booing you. And, you know, that ain't bad either. You know, I like that part too. You know, I grew up where my dad said, you want to make 40,000 people boo you. Because if they boo you, they respect you. They just wish you was on their team. So when playoffs come around, it's exciting. You know, I've had a small opportunity to play in 3, so I know what that means. And, you know, it ain't given to you. It ain't owed to you. But when you're in there, it's nothing like it.
They boo you, you're doing something right.
Stepping up is Gus Manzanillo. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. from the stretch. Torres, the runner at third. Verdugo over at second. Winker at first with no outs. High and deep down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit back toward the mound. And it beats him up a bit. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. Last half of the second set to go. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Gus Manzanillo.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1.
Here we go now, one at a time.
Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Digging in will be Gus Manzanillo. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Manzanillo.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time.
Come on, big guy, you got this.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
7 runs, only 5 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Castellanos is there, 2 down. And now in the box, Gus Manzanillo. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And here comes the first baseman, Gus Manzanillo. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Nope,
and there's ball 2 now.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Fraley is there, and he has it for the out.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 14 men on base.
So the next to bat will be Gus Manzanillo. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
That's ball
3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Line hard, deep into left. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Into the box, Gus Manzanillo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
let her rip up there. Let's
Has a look, now the pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. Torres on second. Sosa on at first with nobody out. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at two. There's one on to first to complete the double play. Digging in next, Gus Manzanillo.
Number 7, Gus Manzanillo.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit ball to second. He's right there.
Come on.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't losing.
Thursday Night Baseball headed your way. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
So now here is Gus Manzanillo. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Manzanillo.
The pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
2-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Popped him up. Hampson in foul ground.
I got it.
And the inning is over. Next up, Gus Manzanillo, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
2-0 now. 2-1 after the foul ball there.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
High in the air down the right field line.
I got it.
Turner will get there, and he puts it away to retire. Striding in is Gus Manzanillo. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the left fielder. Gone!
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hat.
Gus Manzanillo will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, stick to your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Fouled away.
2 down now.
The 1-1 home. Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
Hey, game yourself right here.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here's another 2-2.
We got a full count.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Into right field, that's a base hit. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with...
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series has got to feel pretty good. Something.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score.
They left 9 runners on base.
It's time for baseball on a Friday night on the South. Now at the plate, here is Gus Manzanillo. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Torres at second. Madrigal at first with no outs.
Hey, stay hot, huh?
High in the air out to center field.
Me.
Robert is there, and he makes the catch for the out. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet. So stepping in is Gus Manzanillo, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And on the error, a run is going to score.
Hey, there we go.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it.
Stepping in next, Gus Manzanillo. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
2 down. Hey, see it. Rip it. Here you go.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Robert retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. So now to the plate, Gus Manzanillo.
Come on. Let's play right here.
Here's the first pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 0-1 count and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back.
Ready now is Gus Manzanillo, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them. For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
Robert is there, 2 gone. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Boston led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Andrew Heaney takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year.
They left 20 men on base.
Saturday night baseball coming up. Now to the plate, Gus Manzanillo. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Come on, Biggin, stay on
Pitch
up
on
there,
the way.
Hey!
And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this is not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on it.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Red Sox nothing, White Sox coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
Now into the box, Gus Manzanillo popped into foul ground his last time up.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul. The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 2-0 on the way. And he fouls this one off.
There you go, left fly.
The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2. Madrigal leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Throw over to the bag. Throw is up the line as it gets away. The 2-2 pitch. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
A bouncer up the middle. Anderson picks it up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the... So now into the box is Gus Manzanillo. He bounced out last time up. Ball 1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And this is lined hard to deep left. Number 53 is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to...
Hey, we got 2 down.
Next up is Gus Manzanillo. First pitch on the way.
Nope, that's inside.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
And he lays off again, ball 3. Jesse Winker would be next.
Good one up there, huh?
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard.
On to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Gus Manzanillo. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Beatty is there, one quick out to start inning number 9. And tonight's one-run game 6-5 the final. The Palehose crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Isaac Matson claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
One error, they left 15 men on base.
Afternoon baseball set to come your way. Jimmy Lambert gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one. And if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Hey, that was a good at-bat.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting.
Up next, Gus Manzanillo. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Now to bat, Gus Manzanillo.
The first baseman.
Hey, come on, big dog. Pitch, nobody better.
First delivery to him. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. At the plate now is Gus Manzanillo. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Liner towards second. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Make it 5-1. 5-1 the final total in today's game. The Red Sox took the lead.